What's up guys, it's Raccoon back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the best budget lens that all YouTubers should own. So the lens I'm talking about is a 28mm f2.8. This lens is amazing for the price you can buy them. The specific type I'm talking about is the vintage lenses here. They're all manual focus, no autofocus, so if you need autofocus, this lens isn't going to be for you. But for anybody else who doesn't mind using a bit of manual focus, this lens is just amazing. So the lens is 28mm, so it's decently wide. On an APS-C camera here, it's equivalent to about 44mm, while on a full frame camera, it's 28mm, so it's very wide on a full frame. On an APS-C camera, it's not as wide, but it's still very good. I have it about 0.6 meters away from my face here, and well, you could still see quite a decent amount and everything. It's quite good. It's not for vlogging, but it's also not something you'll need to put really far away like a telephoto lens or like a 50mm, which you need to put further away with an APS-C camera. Now, of course, if you have it on full frame, you could even be able to vlog with it. Although, since it's manual focus, if you move around a lot too much, then it'll probably lose focus of your face. But with manual focus, I do like that I can just set it and I don't have to worry about it pulsing or anything at all. It just stays locked onto your face because it's manual, of course. This lens is also an f2.8 aperture. If you don't know what aperture is, to summarize it, it's pretty much how much light gets let in through the lens. And the lower the number, the more light it lets in. So an f2.8 is pretty good. Most kit lenses go from like f3.5 to f5.6 or something. So f2.8 is actually quite a good aperture. My 50mm is f1.9, which lets even more light in, but f2.8 is a great happy medium, which you'll see quite common in the holy trinity of lenses that most manufacturers make, like the Canon L series, 24 to 70, 16 to 35, and 70 to 200. Those are all f2.8. So this lens is quite good that it has 2.8. Another thing that a low aperture like f2.8 will give you is a blurry background. And I am actually using the lens now. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but you won't really be able to see the blurry background because it's a plain background here, but it does give you quite a nice blurry background. On screen now, you'll be seeing some test shots that I took with it, and you'll be able to see the blurry background. And blurry background pretty much makes everything look more professional. And the fact that the lens lets in more light allows you to not have to push the ISO on the camera, which is electrical noise pretty much, and you don't have to push that up, so then you'll have a lot of noise in your footage, which means the footage will look cleaner and more cinematic and better in general. This lens is also very small and light. The one I have is very, very light in the hand. I don't have the exact measurements, but it's very, very light. And the size of it is probably, here's my hand, it's probably just this part here. And my hand is a pretty small hand, so it is quite a small lens, and if you pair it up with a small camera, then you have a nice compact setup to work with. And this lens is also very cheap, which is the main reason of this video. This lens can be picked up in between anywhere from 20 Australian dollars to about 50 Australian dollars, which is really good. I got mine for about 30 Australian dollars, which is quite a common price for these. And all you need to do to find these is just search up 28mm f2.8 on eBay or wherever you want to buy from, and you'll start seeing a lot of listings. I'm not sure how many listings there are posting up right now. It really just depends. You'll have to be searching like at least once every half a week or whatever to get the latest listings and to get the best deals, which is what I was doing. I was looking at about once every week, and then I got my deal on this one. And actually, these are one of the most popular lenses you'll see going on eBay, at least in my experience with vintage lenses. There's a lot of them out on eBay, so you shouldn't have any problems trying to find them. There is a bit of a risk involved though with buying vintage lenses from eBay. Like mine, the focus ring was really loose, so I had to pull apart the whole entire lens and tighten it up. So there is some risks, but of course you can always have that 30-day guarantee, money back guarantee, so you can give them back to them, or you could just fix it up yourself if you're competent enough to do that. The lens is also very, very rugged, at least the one I have, and majority of them you'll find are metal, so this will apply for most of the lenses you'll find. It's metal, and they do scratch a little bit if you scratch them, but apart from that, you won't really dent it easily, it won't break. I've dropped this lens a few times, the glass hasn't broke and the metal has barely dented, so they are very durable and they'll last you many years. And the great thing about these lenses is that there's so many being sold on eBay, you'll definitely find one that has a very cheap mount to adapt. So mine is a PK mount, which I found has great value, and lots of lenses out there, and not many people buy them, surprisingly, because they probably like different mounts. But for me, that's really good because not many people buy these PK mount lenses, so there's a lot more left not being bought out there, so you get better deals. You just got to find a mount that isn't too popular where people buy them instantly, and the PK seems to be the happy medium for me. So in conclusion, I'd recommend this lens to pretty much everyone out there who's looking for a great budget lens to start their YouTube channel on. I wish when I started my YouTube channel I would have picked up one of these lenses instead of using the kit lens on my Canon 1200D. It would have really improved the quality of my videos a lot. So I would really recommend even just looking into buying one. If you find one for cheap, then definitely pick one up. And of course, you do need to still buy the adapter, but you can pick them up for anywhere between $6 to $20 Australian dollars. If you get the Olympus OM mount, you can pick one up from Olympus OM to Canon EF for about $6, which I thought was really good value for money. Some lens mount adapters are very expensive. If you get a Minolta MC mount to Canon EF, it needs a special piece of glass in between to do something to the focus distance, so that cost about $30. So that's quite a bit more expensive, but that's still quite doable. So these lenses do adapt to pretty much most mounts, including mirrorless. So hopefully this video did help you out, and if it did, drop a like on the video. If it didn't help you out, then drop a dislike, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Comment on the video if you have any questions, or if you have any video ideas that you would like me to produce a video on. And with that out the way, I'll see you guys in the next video.